On July 2nd, 2 years ago, around 9 p.m., I was walking home with my family after viewing fireworks. I have no idea where it came from, but I got hit in the eye, and I thought it was a golf ball. I put my head down, I brought my head up, and then next thing I know, I had this tube in my eye, and I pulled this tube out of my eye, which of course detached everything in the process. We were able to compress my eye, the area around his left eye, got me to Good Samaritan Hospital, and I am grateful and thankful that I had the ER doctor on staff that was there, because if not, I probably could have gone blind at that instant. So from there, I proceeded getting about 22 stitches in the eye. I get up in a day and said, I can't see out of my left eye, it's half black. I called an ophthalmologist, my ophthalmologist, as an emergency. It's really hard to talk about it. I didn't know. When I got to that office and I sat in her chair, she took one look and she said, "Is your husband in the waiting room?" At that moment, I knew something was really wrong. My husband came in the room and said, "You're going blind. You're going blind. You need to take care of this." I said, "What are you talking about?" I had no idea. And he said, "Your retina, I don't know how much damage, but it's significant. You got to go to see Dr. Cohen." He took one look and said, "I got to get you in tomorrow. You're going to go blind. I got to get you in." And I looked at him, and of course he said, "You don't have time. You don't know me, I don't know you, but you don't have time." And I knew at that moment I had to trust him to take care of it. So the next day, I end up in the hospital, and the next thing I know, I'm being wheeled upstairs for Dr. Cohen to work his magic. When I found out that he did everything he could, including putting a gas bubble over the eye, he said, "Now for the next several weeks, you're going to have to keep your head in a certain position, and you're going to have to follow my instructions. This isn't going to happen overnight." I'm extremely active when it comes to sports. My family, you know, I'm in sales. Part of my job is sales. I'm in the road in my car all the time. I could not drive. And during that time, I felt a little bit isolated. I was scared because I wasn't certain that I was ever going to have complete vision. And I went in for a visit to see Dr. Cohen. He says, "So what are you doing?" I said, "I'm kind of struggling with this, but I know what I need to do." And he said, "There isn't anything you can't do." I said, "You're right, I know, but I have to get there." But that, one of those last visits with him, and the gas bubble goes away, I said, "Doc, I still can't see." And it turned out I had a trauma cataract in the eye, which required 2 more surgeries. It was a very tumultuous and amazing character building time. About 8 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks was really interesting. So again, never thinking in my wildest dreams I'd ever have to go to a retina surgeon or a retina doctor. That's for old people. That's not for me. That's not for Robin. That's for old people. What am I doing here? So I came in and I was scared. The minute I went to the desk, I felt like my mom was there. From the moment I stepped through there to the moment I had any eye exam, and then all of a sudden, "What do you say about Dr. Cohen?" Such ease. I asked questions, they were answered, and I knew again, what that did for me is really appreciate my life even more. And I asked questions about balance, questions about I was petrified to drive. So there was a lot of personal questions I would ask, because it's not just about the eye itself, but the outcome. And I always ask, can I see pictures of it? I don't have anything negative to say about one person. A lot of times you go into practices of this size, you're a number. We're not a number here. Everybody knew me by my first name, because the #1 concern was my care. That's how I always felt.